Good morning. Welcome to Get Fit Friday. I'm Beth Jeffers along with Whitney Brown. And Whitney, today you're going to talk about the 3 planes of motion.
Right.
And I will be the model today.
She's going to be my model. Well, there are 3 planes of motion in any fitness program, and any good programming is going to have what we call triplanar movement. Now, you can move in 3 directions, really, and that's forward and back. So flexion and extension and stepping forward and stepping back, side to side, and you can rotate. A lot of times, though, we don't rotate as much as we really do in real life. There's lots of rotations in our everyday life, and a lot of times we don't practice that and implement that into our programming. So that's one thing to be mindful of if you're working through some of your programming. Make sure you're going forward and back and side to side in some rotational movements. And I'm going to demonstrate here with my handy-dandy model, and we're going to show you a few different things that you can do. Now, an example of what we call the sagittal plane motion is going to be that forward-back stuff, and it's going to be just a basic bicep curl here. All right, so you can see she's kind of moving here, and she's not going side to side, and she's not rotating. She's staying in this environment. Now, something that's called the frontal plane is going to be that side to side, and she's going to do a lateral raise here, and you can see she's taking her arms to the sides of her body and moving in side to side or laterally. And then a rotation, I'm going to take these weights from you and hand you this ball. Good. She's going to do a woodshop. And now a woodshop is actually going to be, it's like rotating on in the axis of your body. If you imagine your body's got an imaginary axis there, and so you can see that she's turning and she's rotating a little bit as she chops that ball back. Very good. You're pretty good at that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's lots of things that you can do to integrate these movements into your, into your exercise routine. And one thing to think about is really, how do you move in your everyday life? How can you mimic some of those things that you're doing in your everyday life? And that's especially important with the aging population. Those people need to make sure that they practice those kinds of things. Maybe getting off the weight machines every now and then and getting into some open space and moving around just like you do in everyday life. And those 3 planes, forward, back, side to side, and rotationally, it's going to really help your exercise game for sure. We'll see you next week on Get Fit Friday.
For more Get Fit Fridays, go to WCBI.com.